In the wake of Samuel Paty's gruesome murder, the French state wants to show that it's being quick to act. Police have raided the homes of Islamist activists engaged on social networks.
More than 80 investigations for online hatred have been opened. Arrests have already taken place since yesterday. Around 50 associative structures will see a certain number of visits from state services all week long, and several of them, at my suggestion, will be dissolved in the Council of Ministers.
This latest terror attack is only likely to harden the state's stance and has already led to more accusations that Muslims need to take cover.
People are calling me, asking me whether I was raided or not. So we have reached a point that everybody is scared that they would be raided at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I fear that, I will have to maybe be careful of what I post. And my freedom of speech as a human rights activist is literally on the balance.
Amongst the organisations in the crossfire are NGOs, including the Collective Against Islamophobia in France, also known as CCIF. It describes itself as being a human rights organisation whose mission is to combat Islamophobia. But France's Interior Minister says the group is linked to a parent who launched a fatwa against teacher Samuel Paty, which it's thought led to his assassination.
It receives state aid. We have evidence to say that it is an enemy of the Republic.
CCIF says it is the victim here.
Since yesterday, we have been the target of death threats and a campaign of hatred that demands the dissolution of CCIF. Faced with so many smears of incredible indecency, given the context, our team is now receiving growing support. Thank you from the heart.
Another Muslim NGO under suspicion is Baraka City. Gérald Darmanin wants it to be dissolved, saying that it denounced state Islamophobia. Now, raids following terror attacks are commonplace, but for some, these purges don't target the root of the problem.
This problem is so widespread. We're talking thousands of people, literally thousands of people who would be deemed to be in some way extremist or linked to terrorist groups in the UK, in Paris, in France, in Belgium and other countries. So there's just an enormous number of people. And by the police picking out one or two, hopefully from the extreme end, that will do some good. But this is a problem, a sore that's going to go on for a long time to come, and probably at least a generation.
Islamism in France was already in the spotlight. In recent weeks, President Emmanuel Macron had outlined details of a new law aimed at protecting France's secular republic from foreign influences. Macron said a minority of the country's estimated 6 million Muslims were in danger of forming a counter-society, and accusations followed that he was trying to repress Islam in France.
Associations that defend the rights of Muslims are bought off by Macron's police. In short, the message is, Muslims, we're going to screw you up.
While a French anonymously condemned the attack, which led to the beheading of a professor yesterday, some take the opportunity to settle their scores by slipping into the most abject Islamophobia.
The Interior Minister says it's now possible to see how political Islam has joined forces with radical Islam and ultimately is leading to terrorism. Many Muslims may now feel that they are under attack, with suggestions that Samuel Paty's death opens the floodgates to a political trial of those organisations that say they struggle against Islamophobia.